Welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rojina Rai, starting with the top stories. Results of 159 House of Representatives seats declared so far. UML's Raghubir Mahaset elected from Dhanusa constituency 4. Counting of 321 places of provincial assembly completes. Nepali Congress ahead in the tally. Iran acknowledges over 300 people killed in the nationwide demonstrations, alleges protest fomented by Western countries and Saudi Arabia. And host Qatar to face the Netherlands, Equator to play against Senegal in World Cup 2022 today. Welcome back. Now we have the news in detail. Results of 159 out of 165 constituencies have been declared so far of House of Representatives elections held on November 20. As of now, Nepali Congress has won 53 seats in the House of Representatives on its way to becoming the largest party in Parliament. CPN-UML has secured 43 seats so far and stands in second position. Similarly, CPN-Maoist Centre has won 17 seats, while the CPN Unified Socialist has secured 10 seats. Rashtriya Swatantra Party, Rashtriya Prajatantra Party and Janata Samajwadi Party have won 7 seats each. Independent candidates have claimed 5 seats, while Lokatantrik Samajwadi Party has won 4 seats, and Nagarik Unmukti Party secured 3 seats in the House of Representatives. Also, Nepal Workers and Peasant Party, Janamat Party and Rashtriya Janamorcha have so far won 1 constituency each. Meanwhile, CPN-UML's candidate Raghubir Mahaset has won the election to the House of Representatives from constituency number 4 of Dhanusa district. He received 32,236 votes. His nearest rival Mahendra Yadav of Nepali Congress got 32,112 votes according to election office. CPN-UML continues to lead the vote count under the proportional representation system as of now. According to the Election Commission, UML has secured 2.67 million votes so far. Similarly, Congress has obtained 2.47 million votes. CPN-Maoist Centre has climbed to the third position with 1.10 million votes. Rashtriya Swatantra Party is down to the fourth position, obtaining 1,079,094 votes. Rashtriya Prajatantra Party received 554,000 plus votes as of now. Vote count of provincial assembly elections that was held together with House of Representative elections on November 20 is also underway. So far, the final results of vote counting for provincial assembly in 321 places have been announced. Nepali Congress has won in 104 places, while CPN-UML won in 90 seats, and Maoist Centre has been declared victorious in 53 seats of the Provincial Assembly. Likewise, CPN Unified Socialist has garnered win in 14 places, and independent candidates have won in 12 places. Also, Janata Samajwadi Party and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party have registered wins in 11 places each. Lok Sabha has won 9 seats, while Janamat Party and Nagarik Unmukti Party have claimed wins in 7 places each. We have more updates on the side or short break, to stay tuned. Welcome back. You are on NTV News. Now the remaining updates. Results of only 6 constituencies towards the House of Representatives are yet to be declared. Vote count is underway in Sunsari constituency number 3, where UML's candidate Bhagwati Chaudhary is maintaining her lead, while Nepali Congress's Vijay Kumar Gachadhar is trailing behind. Vote count in Sunsari constituency 4 is postponed since Saturday evening, as local political parties are yet to reach consensus on resuming count. In Udaipur, the stalled vote count in Constituency 1 of the district is yet to begin despite the repeated attempts to resume the count. Repolling is being held in 10 polling stations of Dolakha district on December 1st, whereas vote counting under the re-election held in Bajra on Saturday is yet to begin. In Bajra, the vote counting became uncertain after complaint was filed on the Election Commission saying Nepali Congresses and CPN-UML cadres cast votes capturing the booths at different voting centers in the district. Vote counting in Sangja also remains stalled after CPN-UML has demanded revoting in some polling centers of Constituency 2, whereas Nepali Congress has asked of resuming the vote count. The Constitution has stipulated 33% mandatory inclusion of women in the parliament. However, with the FPTP result declared of 158 constituencies, it has become clear that the percent of winning women candidates will not surpass 7%. With this, the parties will be under pressure to nominate more women towards the proportional system and meet the minimum threshold of 33%. This has led to heightened possibility that there will be less representation of Dalit, indigenous and marginalized communities along with the women in the parliament this time. Along the winning female candidates, only one candidate have been elected from Nepali Congress so far, whereas 3 candidates have been elected from CPN-UML, 2 from Rashtriya Swatantra Party and each from CPN Maoist Center and Nagarik Unmukti Party have been elected in the November 20 House of Representative elections. Now moving on to international headliners. An Iranian general on Monday acknowledged that more than 300 people have been killed in the unrest surrounding nationwide protest, giving the first official word on casualties in 2 months. Zain Amir Ali Azizadeh, the commander of the Aerospace Division of the Parliamentary Revolutionary Guard, said more than 300 people have been killed, including martyrs and apparent references to security forces. He also suggested that many of those killed were ordinary Iranians not involved in the protest. Azizadeh reiterated that the official claimed the protests have been fomented by Iran's enemies, including Western countries and Saudi Arabia, without providing evidence. The protest was sparked by the death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who was detained for allegedly violating the Islamic Republic's strict dress code. The protesters said that they are fed up after decades of social and political repression and deny having any foreign agenda. More international headliners on the side. Do stay tuned. Again, a short break. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now more from international front lines. Heavy police presence was seen in a section of Beijing one day after a group of protesters took to the streets in the capital city for peaceful demonstration against restrictive coronavirus measures. Dozens of police cars and buses full of officers were parked along an intersection of a suburban district on Monday as police stepped of preemptive prevention measures on any potential demonstrations. Barely a month after granting himself a third 5-year term as China's leader, Xi Jinping is facing a wave of public anger over his zero-COVID policy. Most protesters focused their anger on restrictions that confine families to their homes for months and have been criticized as neither scientific or effective. The Australian government says that the Great Barrier Reef should not be singled out after United Nations backed a mission recommended that the reef be added to the list of endangered World Heritage Sites. UNESCO is warning that without ambitious, rapid and sustained climate action, the world's largest coral reef is in peril. The warning came in a report published Monday following a 10-day mission to the reef last March by officials from UNESCO and the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Australia's Environment Minister Tanya Biliveris said in reports in Canberra on Tuesday that no government was taking the risks to coral reefs more seriously than her government. The reef, a living place of immense variety and beauty on the northeast coast of Australia, has been on UNESCO's World Heritage List since 1981. South Korea's government ordered some of the thousands of striking truck drivers to return to work Tuesday, insisting that their nationwide walkout over freight fare issues is hurting an already weak economy. President Yoon Suk-yeol order was approved in a cabinet meeting and targeted cement truck drivers among a broader group of truckers on strike. It was the first time a South Korean government exercised its controversial powers under a law revised in 2004 to force truckers back to work. Critics have denounced the law as unconstitutional, saying it does not clearly define what would qualify as acceptable condition for a strike. To the more updates, before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the site. NASA held an Artemis first mission status briefing Monday to preview Orion distance retrograde orbit departure on December 1 and recovery assets preparation for December 11 splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. On Monday, Orion reached its maximum distance from the Earth. The capsule and its three test dummies entered a lunar orbit more than a week after launching on the 4 billion demo that meant to pave the way for astronauts. It will remain in this broad but stable orbit for nearly a week, completing just half a lap before heading home. As of Friday engine firing, the capsule was 238,000 miles from Earth. It's expected to reach a maximum distance of almost 270,000 miles in a few days. That will set a new distance record for a capsule designed to carry people one day. Moving on to sports now. Two matches under the Group A and two matches on the Group B are slated for today in the FIFA World Cup 2022. Host Qatar will be facing the Netherlands under Group A. In the match will kick off at 8:45 p.m. Nepal Standard Time at Al Bayt Stadium. In the other match under Group A, Ecuador will play against Senegal, and the match will also kick off at 8:45 p.m. Nepal Standard Time at Khalifa International Stadium. In the two fixtures on the Group B slated for today, Wales will face England while Iran will lock horns with the USA. Both matches are slated to begin at 12:45 a.m. Wednesday Nepal Standard Time. Well, we are almost at the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines. Results of 159 House of Representatives seats declared so far. UML's Raghubir Mahaset elected from Dhanusa Constituency 4. Counting of 321 places of Provincial Assembly completes. Nepali Congress ahead in the tally. Iran acknowledges over 300 people killed in the nationwide demonstrations, alleges protest fomented by Western countries and Saudi Arabia. And host Qatar to face the Netherlands, Ecuador to play against Senegal in World Cup 2022 today. This is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, goodbye and namaste.